A new beginning for a little puppy. The little puppy trotted down the busy street, his tiny paws cold against the wet pavement. He had been searching for days, days that felt like years to his small, lonely heart. His owner, his everything, had vanished one evening at the park. The puppy had waited by the bench for hours, his tail wagging with hope each time footsteps approached. But no one came for him. Now he was alone. Rain poured from the sky, soaking his thin fur as he huddled beneath an overturned box in an alley. He shivered through the night, too tired to bark, too cold to dream. Each morning he ventured out, weaving through bustling legs and honking cars, hoping someone might notice him. His dark, soulful eyes followed strangers, but they always hurried past. On the fourth night, the wind howled and the rain turned to sleet. The puppy curled up beneath a bus stop bench, his little body trembling. He whimpered softly, staring out into the blur of city lights, wondering if he would ever feel warmth again. That's when she appeared. A woman in a long coat and a bright red scarf walked by, carrying groceries. The puppy didn't even try to bark this time. He just lowered his head, too tired to hope. But then she stopped. "Oh, you poor thing," she said, her voice gentle. She crouched down, her kind eyes meeting his. The puppy blinked up at her, unsure if he was imagining her. She reached out, and though he hesitated, something about her warmth drew him closer. "You must be freezing," she whispered, wrapping her scarf around his tiny body. She picked him up carefully, holding him close to her chest. The puppy felt her heartbeat, a steady, comforting rhythm that melted the cold from his bones. She took him home, dried him off, and set a bowl of food in front of him. At first he was shy, staying in the corner of the room, unsure if he truly belonged. But the woman was patient. She spoke to him softly, giving him space and time. By the next morning, the puppy's tail wagged cautiously when she entered the room. A few days later, he followed her around the house, his paws clicking on the wooden floor. By the end of the week, he was jumping into her lap, licking her face with pure, uncontained joy. The streets were a distant memory now. The puppy had found not just a new home, but a new heart to love and a new reason to wag his tail. And as he curled up on the couch beside his kind rescuer, the sound of rain outside no longer scared him. It was a reminder of how far he'd come and how lucky he was to have found her.